Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Victor of Cars Jubilee back in our Ioniq 5. And today we're going to talk about my very first servicing experience with Hyundai here in the US market. So let's get to it. Now a little while ago I did put a video out there documenting some of the issues I've had with my car, plus some of these servicing issues in terms of trying to get this thing scheduled or trying to get a loaner and all that. Feel free to check that video out. I'll put the link somewhere up here so you guys can take a look. Now, after that video went out, I got a ton of comments from all of you guys with a bunch of encouraging things, a bunch of advice, and also I got to learn all about your servicing experiences from all over the world, including all over the US market. And that was really interesting because I'm noticing that in some parts of the world, the Ioniq 5 is kind of treated like a luxury car where they will even come and pick up your car. And then there's other parts of the world where the Ioniq 5 is kind of treated like a $20,000 to $30,000 regular Hyundai. So that was interesting. But again, just thank you all for commenting and providing encouragement and advice. That was helpful. And honestly, I just really enjoyed the time spent learning and conversing with all of you guys. So now, what happened for me? Well, the first thing I did after all that was I actually contacted Hyundai's customer care. We opened a case and explained, hey, I've had some servicing issues trying to get the car in there. Also have some fit and finish issues. And they reached back out and said, hey, we're going to have our local service director contact you directly. And later that day, I got a call from Burns Hyundai's service director. And he said, hey, anything I can do to help, I want to get your car into our service so that we can get everything taken care of. So we scheduled to come in for that Friday, and he helped clarify, yes, we do loaners at our dealership. And worst case scenario, if you get there and we don't have one available, we'll make sure you get into a Enterprise rental car. In fact, Enterprise should be calling you shortly to set that up in case you need it. And what do you know? That's exactly what happened. Enterprise called me, got my information, said, hey, we have a rental here set up through Burns Hyundai. What car would you like? And I immediately thought, whoa. I originally thought they would just put me into the most basic, compact, economy car for cost savings. Just give me 4 wheels so that I can get back home and back to the dealership when it's ready. But no, apparently I could choose any car that I wanted. And I actually asked them, do you guys have any EVs? And they said, yeah, we actually have one on our lot right now. I'll hold it for you. And I actually have a first impressions video coming out very soon, just finishing it up. I don't want to spoil it, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But anyways, Friday rolls around, I bring my car to the dealership. First off, everyone there is super nice, super polite. They actually walk me over to the service director's office, and then he comes out, and basically I walk through all the issues that I've had with the car. And as I'm going through the list, the service advisor actually says, wait, do you have any more issues? Because I'm running out of space on my tablet here. But in any case, they got it all documented. And then the service director says, yeah, sorry, we don't have any loaners available today, but you're already set up through Enterprise. You're good to go. They're literally 2 buildings over. We can drive you over. And I said, nah, I'll just walk. I hop into my Enterprise EV and I go home. The expectation that I should be getting a call at some point on Monday with an update about what's going on with my car. Now, Monday morning rolls around, 10, 11 a.m. I decide, hey, you know what? I'm just going to give them a call first. And then they say, our tech is still working on the car. I'll give you a call back before the end of the day to give you an update. And I say, okay. And I wait, and 4:30 p.m. rolls around, and I'm thinking, oh man, I've gone through this before with other service advisors where they say they're going to call back and they never do. Well, what do you know? 15 minutes later, my phone rings. I see the caller ID says Burns Hyundai. And I'm thinking, whoa, what do you know? They actually called me back. That's crazy, right? But anyways, the service advisor walks me through all that's been done. They've done the recall. They've done the tire rotation. And they've gone ahead and placed orders to replace all the fit and finish issues that we discussed, except for the alignment or panel gap issue I've had with the trunk. And they said they tried their best to try to move things around, to try to realign it, but it just wasn't really working. So they said, hey, we recommend you reach back out to Hyundai customer care and see what they can do for you. And same thing, they looked at the sunroof and said, hey, it looks like a rock chip. Again, nothing we can do. but we recommend you reach back out to customer care and see what they can do for you. Let me know in the comment section below, do you guys have similar trunk alignment issues? Like if I just run my hand along that silver bar or along the taillights, things just don't line up. And I don't have this issue with any other car. My Genesis GV60 is perfect back there. My 2016 Volvo is perfect back there. In fact, when I think back to all my cars, I've never had a single one that looked this bad. Now, to some people, it might not seem that bad, but I've just never had anything that had this issue. And seeing the car every day from the back, I noticed it immediately. Is it a deal breaker? No. Do I really care that much about it? No. But it's just the fact that it's there and I want to get it fixed. So those two things are still ongoing, but at least for the moment, we have our car back, some of the service is done, and we're just waiting for all the parts to come in so that we can get it all done in one shot. And honestly, I'm happy with that because I already know if I need it, they'll have a loaner or a rental car for me available, which is just pretty much all I was asking for, really. So what did I learn from all of this? Well, number one, if you're having issues with servicing, try reaching out to the dealership's actual service director. Start from the top, work your way down. Hopefully they can help you. And if that doesn't work, go through the owner's portal on Hyundai's website and open a case with customer care and see if they can help you or redirect you to somewhere or someone that can help. And then the second thing was I actually brought my Ioniq 5 to a split Hyundai and Genesis dealership. Meaning Burns Hyundai is half Burns Hyundai and the other half is Genesis of Cherry Hill. So when I got there that day, I realized that that service bay and that service team, service advisor, service director, they're all servicing Hyundais and Genesis vehicles. So just the general feel or vibe that I got was that everyone here is super nice and super polite. A little more so than I would expect from a standalone Hyundai dealership. I feel like they were kind of going above and beyond from what I would expect from Hyundai, probably what I would expect though for Genesis. So in that sense, I felt like going to a dealership that services both, maybe the service might be a little better. Anyways, keep your eyes open for the first impressions video of the Enterprise EV that I got. And also, I do plan on eventually coming back once I have more updates for the Vision roof and what we're going to do with that panel gap. Speaking of which, in the comment section below, do you have similar alignment issues or am I just crazy? Am I the only one here? Anyways, again, I'd love to hear from all of you guys. Have you been to a standalone Hyundai dealership? Have you been to a Hyundai and Genesis dealership? Have you seen some of the differences in servicing? Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.